Before we get tonight's video started, I would like to send my deepest condolences to the Carlson family, specifically Eric and Melinda Carlson. Earlier today, the Senators, in a statement, announced that their infant son passed away. This is tragic news to the Carlson family. Our deepest condolences and thoughts and prayers are with you at this time. And, it really, a situation like this really puts into place how unimportant the game of hockey is compared to family, and truly is awful and this tragic what happened today with the Carlson family. So once again, our deepest condolences and prayers are with you guys at this difficult time. So we will continue the trend of doing the lottery simulation in every video like we've been doing the past few videos. Specifically, this game really put a big dent in the Senators' playoff hopes, but we'll talk about that later. But right now, using NHLLotterySimulator.com, we're going to randomly simulate the draft lottery. So let's get started. The first overall goes to the Montreal Canadiens. Oof, that's tough for Sens fans. Second overall, Rangers. Third overall, Red Wings. Ottawa gets the 7th overall pick. So first goes to the Canadiens, second Rangers, third Red Wings, fourth Buffalo, fifth Arizona, and sixth to the Canucks, 7th to your Senators. So that's another rough go for the lottery simulation. And let's get into the video. That's another tough thing for Sens fans right now. Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_ for live updates of the games and, of course, breaking news. As well, please check out our website, SensTalkCentral.com. We update that every single day. And our sponsor, SeatJohn.ca, using the code SensTalk to get discounts on your Senators tickets. Tonight's game was against the Florida Panthers in Ottawa. Going this game, the Florida Panthers needed these points. They're in the midst of a big playoff race. Some notes for the Senators for you guys to know. First off, everyone knows by now, the Melnick Out billboards are all around the city. Whether you agree with it or not, it is good to start a conversation about the situation. And whether you agree with it or not, everyone can agree that the billboards are starting to creating a conversation that needs to be created because the organization right now is out of touch with the fan base right now, and it's a lot of turmoil, especially with a disastrous season. So whether you agree with the billboards or not, it is starting a conversation, which was the main goal. As well, with a loss tonight and a Devil's Point tonight against whoever they're playing, the Senators mathematically would be eliminated from playoff contention. The tiebreaker would be regulation wins. Senators, if they win the next 9 out of 10 games in regulation, then they would have the tiebreaker, but that's not going to happen. So realistically, mathematically, the Senators will be eliminated tonight. If they lose, and the Devils gain a point. As well, Jim O'Brien, Patrick Sieloff, Patrick Sieloff, the one that boarded Clark MacArthur, gave him a concussion, made him miss a whole season. Yeah, enough to throw on Sens fans. And Phil Schlappick were called up today from Belleville. Ryan Zengel missed tonight's game. Will hopefully be back Thursday. And like we talked about at the beginning of the video, Eric Carlson was out as well. Some notes. GM Pierre Dorion, Friday we'll do a phone conference call with Senator season ticket holders, which is a big thing because apparently it was the worst season ticket drive they've had in history of the franchise, or one of the worst. So this is good to get the fan base to start some connection back. I think it's needed. Sens are making it a priority to sign University of North Dakota defenseman Kristen Wolonen, who was a 2015 4th-round draft pick. He's had a fantastic year, and he should be a solid player in the future. Starting goaltenders for tonight's game was James Reimer for the Florida Panthers and Craig Anderson for the Senators. First period to go, Colton Sevier, 1-0 Florida Panthers. This one was tipped by Anderson. I was at the game today, and it was not a nice goal to allow, but Sevier gets his 9th. Rapisik and Haley, 1-0 Panthers. Sieloff, here we go. He shoots off the stanchions and beats Reimer. Hits off Reimer's back and rolls in. Ottawa ties it at 1. Sieloff's first of the year. Here's an odd stat. Sieloff in 2 National Hockey League games has 2 goals with 2 different NHL teams. That's a NHL record, so he's in the record books. His first as a Senator, assisted by Jean-Gabriel Pageau and Tom Pyatt, so that's I can't believe he scored. And then 3 minutes later, Keith Yandel, 2-1 from Huberdeau. This one, Anderson should have had. Blocker side, 2-on-1. Defensive breakdown, but a goal that Anderson should have had. The period was about to end, but then the sanctions broke. And they ended the period with 2 minutes to go. They started the second period with an extra 2 minutes. So they started that period, and just before time expires, Evgeny Dadonov makes it 3-1. His 23rd of the year, assisted by Barkov and Nick Bukestad. And then the second period started. McCann, 7:19 in. 4-1 now, assisted by McGinn on the breakaway. And just like that, the Panthers are up 4-1, and Anderson's chased. Sanders get on the board right after Anderson's chase. Gaborik, his 11th of the year, beats Reimer on a weird shot. 4-2 now. And just after that, Vetrano, Bukestad, and McGinn get on the board as the Panthers win this game 7-2. And with a Devils regulation overtime or win, any type of win, or at least getting a single point, will eliminate the Sounders mathematically from playoff contention. The loss of Erik Karlsson, and as well Mark Stone and Ryan Dzingel, really showed tonight you can't replace a guy like Erik Karlsson. So it really did show tonight. 7-2 loss is not something to be smiling about. But I'm not going to go hard on the guys tonight because one of they're probably everyone's friends with Erik Karlsson in the locker room, I can imagine. And this news is tragic. So I'm sure that was on the back of their minds, clearly. I would assume so. So I'm not going to give them a tough time for this game because, it's not easy to play on those kind of conditions. Face-offs. Ottawa 42-32, so they won by 10 faceoffs. Ottawa's power play went 0 for 2. Florida's went 0 for 1. Hits for 21-19, very even there. 3 stars of the game, clean sweep for the Florida Panthers. Third star Frank Vetrano with a goal and assist. Second star Jared McCann with a goal, 2 points. First star Jamie McGinn with a goal and an assist. SENS Talk YouTube star of the night is, I don't know. I guess Patrick Sieloff, he had some nice plays. Philip Slapik looked good, but really no one standed out tonight. Not a good night at all. A lot of empty seats, by the way. The Sounders' attendance was 14,434, which is much better than I thought it would be, but there's quite an amount of empty seats. Garriock also, I forgot to mention this, Garriock also doesn't believe Mark Stone will for sure return for the season. It's expected he returns in the next week or two, but he may be shut down for the season, especially since the Sounders are practically eliminated mathematically, so it just wouldn't make sense. But besides that, the next Sounders game is on Thursday, March 22nd at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time versus the Edmonton Oilers. Another game where the Sounders lose in regulation would be big for their tanking odds, so I guess we'll see then, but just another brutal loss on just a brutal day for Sounders fans, and once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the Karlsson family. So besides that, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate the support. So please follow us on Twitter at SENSTalk_ for updates of the games and, of course, breaking news. Please like us on Facebook at SENSTalk. Add us to the circles on Google Plus SENSTalk. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Please check out our website, SENSTalkCentral.com. We update that every single day as well. Please click right here for the season playlist, right here for most recent upload, and right here to subscribe to us. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate the support. I'll see you next time when the Sounders take on the Edmonton Oilers on Thursday. Sounders lose 7-2, a touchdown they have allowed. Didn't get even a field goal. Sounders lose. I'll see you then Thursday. Go Sens go.